Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the CrowdRising April 24th webinar presentation. My name is Pete Redica. Great to have you with us here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, folks, I've been a little bit down and out the last little while here in Belize. Some tropical bugs got me, and I was in and out of the hospital here over the course of the last week and a half, and on some interesting antibiotics, but on the mend, definitely. Today was the last day of antibiotics, so I'm excited to feel half human again. So it's just great to be with you, and appreciate each and every one of you here. Now, you're all here to hear a little bit about the CrowdRising team build and some of the updates, and as most of you folks are aware, the CrowdRising team build phase 2 has gone on a little longer than we had originally anticipated that it would run, but we are ready to close the chapter on phase 2 and open up a brand new chapter in this team build here, the CRTB. And Terry will be coming on a little bit later and giving you guys some updates in regards to where the team build is at. And I know we were using the rotator, of course, where people could submit their CRTB username and be in on the rotator. And the rotator has been a little bit slow, guys. I mean, there hasn't been as much push as I would have hoped for and expected, and that's, greatly my fault, I feel. I mean, I haven't been there for you guys that much lately and encouraging you, and but we are ready to put some new momentum into this team build here and to really create some brand new synergy. Now, as most of you know, the team build started off with our phase 1 where CrowdRising participants only could join, and we started it on that merit. So that was great. A small group of us, we decided to get together and create the CRTB. And we all came in, did our donations, and got the ball rolling. And we closed that phase off, and then we went into a second phase, which, again, has gone on a little longer than I would have liked to see it. But some great leaders did emerge during that phase, and we opened up the CrowdRising team build to anyone. You do not necessarily have to be a CrowdRising participant in order to join. I know many of our Wealth Rising participants jumped over to CrowdRising as well and did join the team build as well, and that was great to see. And there's plenty of room for attracting many more people to this community. But in the second phase, we had the rotator going, a couple of rotators. Our friend Steve created a great capture page, and I know James is on fire with his team, doing some great things, moving along with Skylar and their team, and we as a team here really, I think need to drive a little more traffic to the capture pages, to the rotators, and getting a little bit more momentum, getting a little more traction here. And partially, I think we sort of held some of you back, maybe by saying, just promote the rotator. And for people, sometimes, that can be a little bit discouraging when they see a good friend, okay, hey, come on into the team build, and then they introduce a friend to the team build, and they see this friend end up somewhere else, not necessarily under them. I know I've had that come back to me and say, hey, how does this work? I introduced 2 people to the team build, and they ended up somewhere else and didn't necessarily come under me. Well, that's because we were in phase 2. Phase 2 was filling left to right, top to bottom. And with the close of phase 2, which is officially closed as of tonight, as of right now, we're closing off that phase, the team build, and we're going to be opening up the third phase of the team build. The third phase of the team build allows you to fill in the positions beneath you. There's some criteria that you need to follow. I mean, we're still going to have a rotator. We're still going to work on getting people to those that do not have their 3. So here's how it's going to go. You are in the team build right now. Let's say you have 1 or you have 2. You don't have your 3 yet. You are now at liberty to go and immediately fill that third position, that first position, whatever the position may be, and you use your personal referral link now. You have the option now to use your own referral link in your back office, where up to now you are using the team rotator link. So in this scenario, you can now use a capture page. You can use any landing page of your own if you have one. If you don't have one, you can certainly talk to someone like our good friend Steve, who's very capable of creating some nice capture pages, landing pages for you. And there's a fee for this, guys. I mean, if you want a nice capture page, a nice system built for you, there's a small fee. It's not a big fee, but it's a small fee to do this, and it's your own, and it's hyperlinked to your personal referral link. So every time someone reads your capture page and checks it out and says, hey, this sounds like a great idea, and they join, that referral is personally going to be landing under you, not going to be placed into a rotator, because now we are in phase 3. Phase 3 will give you that flexibility and that freedom to continue to work on the team build guidelines, which of course is PayPal and Bitcoin. So that's very clear. You must have a PayPal, you must have a Bitcoin wallet address in your back office. But for those that come into the team build, and I want to give an example here, someone that joined the team build recently, very new, comes into the team build and says, I've got a bunch of people that will join under me personally in this CrowdRising team build, but I'm a little reluctant to just send them over to a rotator and have them fill someone else that came in to the team build before me. So I'm going to hold off, he says, to promote the team build until you open up the third phase so that I can personally go gangbusters with my group of people and just help place them under me. So I said you need to wait till we open up phase 3 in this scenario. The moment that's open, and that is officially open now, you guys have the ability to go do that. So, and we're also going to be talking a little bit tonight about a few different things, but before I get into that, I want to just turn this over to Terry Martel. Terry is going to be just sort of updating you some of the obstacles and some of the challenges. I mean, she sees the support tickets. She works with everyone who has support issues or any kind of challenges that arise or questions, concerns that come up. Send a support ticket. If you have suggestions, concerns, ideas, whatever, I mean, we are going to be very open to listening to your ideas. So we've got some great people on board here, some people that are really excited and that want to move forward with this, but they want a little more flexibility to run with their own personal positions and get serious with them, because we know that in a team build environment, I mean, we attract a lot of people, and sometimes we get too many people that sit back and just don't really contribute that much to the team, right? They sit back and, well, where's the 3 I was promised? My question always back to these people is, what have you done? Have you invited your family members? Have you invited some friends? Show me who you've invited to the team building. Have you done anything? And very often, you know what? The grumblers and the complainers are the ones that do absolutely nothing. And this one particular individual, I'm not going to mention any names, but she was like, well, where's all these 3 I just joined? And where's all these 3 that I was promised? And I'm like, have you shared? Have you contributed a little bit to? No. And I said, well, why not? And she said, well, I was told I didn't have to. Who told you that? And she said, well, I was told that by the person that invited me that all I had to do is make my donation and sit back and do nothing, and the donations would just come pouring in. Well, I said, you know what, in a perfect world, that sounds really good, and yes, that is always the intention of a team build, but you must understand, as you build, you're multiplying by 3, so there's an ever-increasing demand for more and more positions to be filled, and it's humanly impossible for a handful of people to do that without the joint efforts of a team, right? A team locking arms, working together and saying, what can we do to make a difference? How can I advertise this build? Maybe I can go to my Facebook, maybe I can go to my social media, maybe I can go to my email and send out a nice little attractive email to my contacts and have them join. If everybody that's in the team build did that and just attracted 2, 3, 4 people to the team build, can you imagine how quickly we would grow? But obviously that does not always happen. So we're going to be really moving along. That after Terry's done, I've got some exciting information that I want to share with you about our sister project, CrowdRising. And you've heard us talk about it many times. You've seen the login ads on the CrowdRising site, where we are slowly introducing our CrowdRising participants over to CrowdRising, a passive peer-to-peer project that is very, very lucrative and a very rewarding stream of income for yourself. And I'm going to share with you why it's the absolute perfect time to be joining CrowdRising, and some of the strategies that we can use, some of the incentives that we can use to our CrowdRising participants that are stepping up to the higher stages, the stage 2, stage 3, how you can incentivize and reward them for taking up a position under you in Wealth Rising. I'm going to go over that after Terry. So at this time, let us welcome our friend and moderator, Terry Martell.
Thanks, Pete, for the wonderful introduction. I want to say thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight during your busy schedules. Just a few things to go over. I know some of you just joined us, so I will recap what Pete said. From tonight on, we will be promoting our own links. We will also have still our two rotator links that we have going at the same time. As far as accounts, I'm noticing people that have their accounts locked, soft locked, regular locked. They're not approving donations on time. And we said this from the very beginning that you had 24 hours to approve those donations. And I'm seeing them going out a week, 48 hours. This has got to change, guys, because you're holding people up and you're losing money at the same time. I mean, imagine somebody making an upgrade to you and you're locked up. You're losing that $40 donation. It's not my money, but it's your money, and I know $40 to me right now is $40. So I'm sure that if we keep on top of it as team leaders, we need to keep an eye on our team personally and make sure that they're doing these upgrades. I will send out a report probably once a week, or when I see something that's been sitting there for a couple days, I'm going to send a report to the team leaders, and they're going to be responsible for talking to their legs underneath them, the people. So, but from we're all on our own, each team, we have 5 team leaders at the very top, and they're going to start connecting with each and every one of you in your leg, and they will talk to you and discuss the plan of action, how they're going to do it, but everybody's going to get their 3. That's bottom line. This is how we're going to build this. I mean, it's slow. I'm getting maybe 2 to 5 people a day, and out of that, I'm lucky if I get 1 to sign up. So it's very slow right now. So we need to push the rotator links, push whatever we can get to get this team build back on. And Pete and I have some plans for the future, incentives that, like Pete said, that we're going to run and have fun with, and try to get more people in. So let's get this going, guys. Back to you, Pete.
Thank you so much, Terry. You were fading in and out a bit. I don't know if it was just my end or whatever, but all of a sudden you were in and out. But I got the gist of what you were sharing. Now, one of the things that I personally observed in the team build, and you mentioned this, Terry, that there were a number of accounts that were soft locked. And I noticed one account, I was watching one account, it was soft locked on stage 2. It had received its donations, and this particular individual would not step up to stage 2, which just absolutely floored me to see why would you join a team build, receive 3 donations, and not even step up to stage 2? Well, I watched this particular account miss 3 $40 donations because they did not step up to stage 2. They just went upline, right? So to me, I scratched my head and I'm like, how on earth does your mind work? You know, I mean, you get 3 people placed beneath you and you don't even take $40 and step up to stage 2, and you lose out on $120 in donations because you didn't even step up to stage 2. I will never understand that, but you know what? Not everyone thinks the same. And I noticed a couple of stage 3 soft-locked accounts as well. And I mean, again, to me, the second you have your 3rd donation, I mean, just there's no excuse for it. I mean, just step up. And you got 3 $40 donations, you got $120. step up to stage 3. And again, I saw accounts that lost multiple donations because when you're soft locked, you don't qualify. Even if there's additional stage 2s coming to you, never mind if there's a stage 3, there's those $40 donations that are not going to go to you now because you're soft locked. Any potential $60 donations that would have come to you, they're not going to go to you because, to me, why would you wait? I mean, if you see momentum and you see things happening, to me, it doesn't even make any sense to wait. I mean, I looked at how James was operating. I mean, he came in. I mean, he didn't even wait. He just, boom, instantly, stage 2, stage 3, let's go. Stage 4, let's go. This is, I mean, this is a team. This is a build. We're motivated. We're excited. I mean, he set the example for his team to follow, and I think that's a great example. Many people seem to think that they must wait till they get their third and get soft locked. Well, you don't. You can immediately go and upgrade yourself, especially if you're a builder and you're a mover. Let's give you an example now. We're in phase 3 now, officially, as of right now. Phase 3 is open. Now, if you're a mover, a leader, a shaker, someone who wants to get out there and make this thing happen, and you're already on stage 1 or stage 2, set the example. Go step up. Get yourself to stage 2. Get yourself to stage 3, 4, 5, whatever, and anticipate the traffic coming to you because now you're in control. You're no longer at the mercy of a rotator. Yes, as Terry mentioned, the rotators are still going to be there, and we're going to beef up the advertising to these rotators. I mean, I personally have to take some of the blame here, guys. I mean, I have been out of it for the last little while. I haven't been as committed, as focused as I should have or could have been. But regardless, I mean, I know how to drive traffic. And the bottom line is, if we do some things here together, and you've heard me talk this many times in the past, if everybody in this room went and got an OnlyWire account, go sign up for onlywire.com, link all your social media accounts up to OnlyWire, and go do one blast. You can schedule the blast to go out at whatever time you want. It blankets all of your social medias. I mean, with a free account, you can only hook up 5 social medias. Most people don't have more than 5 anyways. So you get your Google account, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Facebook, your whatever other one you got. Add one other account in there, and you know what? One post. You know how much time that saves you than having to go to all these 5? And sometimes we get good at posting on our Facebook, but we forget all the other ones. Or if you're a Twitter, you like tweets. I mean, you go do the one tweet and you forget about the other social media accounts that you have. Can you imagine if you did that on a consistent basis? And this is where OnlyWire is so good, because you can schedule your broadcasts in there. You can go create a bunch of broadcasts in there, and you can simultaneously, you can have them selected when they should go out. Let's say you want to stagger them. You want to blanket all your social media accounts every 3 days or every 48 hours. You want a new message to hit your social media with updates and excitement, and here's our capture page, here's some new information about this team build and what we can do. I mean, people see these ads, and when they see these ads, you know, the first time, okay, whatever, then they see them the second time, the third time, hey, I've been seeing this CrowdRising team build, and you know, this is $20, and this is starting to look really interesting. You know what, I'm in. You know, that's how advertising works. The more times they see it, the more likely they will join. 99% of marketers fail because they fail to do the consistency thing. They don't go in there and repeatedly. They do one big blast to that Facebook. Oh, guys, this is so exciting, and then nobody ever hears from them again. And that is a very, very vital error when it comes to advertising, because the statistics prove and show that it's about consistency. If you continually send the same message, tweak it up a little bit, spice it up a little bit, people are going to respond. It's a given fact. So I'm strongly going to encourage all of us to get an OnlyWire account. I mean, there's so many different traffic exchanges in different ways. If you just talk to Susan Saunders, she's in the house here. She knows a bit about driving traffic, and she knows how to set some of these things up and where to go to get good results. And there's even solo ads and things that you can pay a little bit for. I mean, sometimes, you know, free is wonderful, but you know what? A little bit of paid advertising can go a long long way. Even if you have an Easy Hits for You account, and you advertise your CrowdRising referral link. Now you can do that with this team build. You could put your personal team build link right in OnlyWire or in Easy Hits for You, and even pay a little bit of money, get some banner impressions or text ads, or have it on the home page for a little while. It costs a little more money that way, but there's many ways that you can advertise to really fit your budget. And if you have a really good way or a really good advertising source, I'd love to hear from you. Send in a support ticket. Send in an email to terry@crowdrisingcompliance@gmail.com. If you know of a place that brings you solid results, we would love to share that with the community, and we would love to even have you come on a future webinar and just do a little 3 to 5 minute talk and share with people, as long as it's a free service, something that people don't have to pay a lot of money for. We don't allow any referral-based programs where you have to pay a sign-up fee and refer people. We're not going to allow those. But I want to encourage you guys to get into the mix with us here, like really help us spread the word. Now, with what Terry also said about the rotators, we're going to continue to do the rotator advertising. I mean, for anybody who is not capable or does not get out there and fill their own positions in their CRTB, you can still be in the various rotators that we're going to have to really help you, and we're going to stay committed to you, and we're going to continue to do some team advertising. And I really feel that we haven't even gotten off the ground here yet, guys. I mean, this team build is going to go places, and we certainly are nowhere near our targets yet. So don't get discouraged, because you know what? Something very, very unique is on the horizon here, and as far as I'm concerned, we haven't even scratched the surface of this team build yet and what we're going to do. And yes, we're going to get people that are naysayers, we're going to get people that are going to get discouraged and whiners, and they're going to be like, oh, well, I don't have my 3 yet, and they're going to cry the blues, and you know what, that's just life. Nothing we can do about that. But you know what, there's an exciting game plan behind all of this here with CrowdRising. Our goal here with this team build from day one has been to diversify you, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, diversify you into our wealthrising.net. Now, many of us in this room are already in WealthRising, and some of us have never even heard of it yet. So what I'm going to do here real quickly is I am going to bring up a real quick slide presentation here for WealthRising. And I'm going to go over this because this is very important for this team build. Because you see, from day one, when I designed this team build, I designed it with WealthRising in mind. Now, how so? Well, let me explain. And Terry and anybody who was here from the beginning with CrowdRising team build, you will recall the conversation I had of how we were going to gradually introduce, not force, but introduce the participants that are interested in another passive stream of income to WealthRising. And it's very unique. If your sponsor is not in WealthRising, you're going to want to call them up and encourage them to get a position. Because right now, till April 30th, WealthRising has waived the account activation fee. Normally, there's a $2 Bitcoin account activation fee. Because you know what? We're interested in serious people only, people that want to join, not just create free accounts. We want people to come into our community and embrace the community and earn in the community. So we've waived the $2 fee till April 30th. So anyone can take up a position in WealthRising right now. And the idea here with this team build was, as we progress, as we grow, and you're getting the donations that are coming into you, we were going to offer an incentive to these people that are stepping up to stage 3 and higher and say, listen, I've got a proposition for you. Let's say you've got some people slated to go to stage 3, but they haven't taken that step yet. What if you were to give them an incentive and say, listen, CrowdRising has a sister project called WealthRising. What if I were to incentivize you to join us in WealthRising? If you step up to stage 3 today, or you give them X time, and you say, what I'm prepared to do for you is I'm prepared to take 50% of the donation amount. In this example, a $60 stage 3 donation, I'm prepared to give you $30 in Bitcoin in exchange for your stage 3 step up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that Bitcoin over to your wallet, and you're going to agree to register with me in Wealth Rising, and then I'm going to create your very first PA. It's like a deposit. It's called Provide Assistance in Wealth Rising. I'm going to create you a $30 PA deposit that's going to earn passively. And this plan will run for 15 days, and then you will have the ability to do what's called an RA, a request assistance, right to your Bitcoin. It's a peer-to-peer, member-to-member platform on a very, very passive basis. Now it's a global cooperative, and again, member-to-member. Yeah, it's very, very interesting, Anthony. And I can see I've got your attention, and you know what? You really want to pay very close attention to this project, because I'm going to share something with you right now. Now, listen up. Listen real carefully what I'm about to say right now. There is a blitz going on in Wealth Rising right now, and this blitz lasts till tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, and it's done. This blitz, first of all, it's a free sign-up. It costs you nothing to get registered. If you don't have a sponsor, go to the login ad on CrowdRising and use the CR link. Terry, can you post it in here, please? The CR Wealth Rising, and the CR is the account that we created for our CrowdRising participants. It ends in CR. You go there, you create your free account, you're going to get activated, and then you go watch a few videos on the How It Works page, and you're going to feel like you're in CrowdRising when you're in your Wealth Rising back office, because the same programmer that created CrowdRising for us created Wealth Rising. You're going to feel very comfortable in this back office, and you need to add your Bitcoin wallet to your back office. And, well, let me go over here with you. Let me just, real quickly, I'm going to shoot through this real fast because I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I do want you guys to understand how it works. PA is Provide Assistance. Now, the blitz that we're running right now has no CRF. The CRF is our Community Reserve Fund that everyone contributes to. I'm not going to spend time on that today because we're making some enhancements to the CRF as we speak right now. This is the meter for the program, the lifeblood of the program. And request assistance, that's like a withdraw, and RA. So RA and PA are the terms that we use in Wealth Rising. Now, let me go to the next slide. $2 account activation is waived until April 30th, and the ability to provide assistance, member-to-member only forum. We have a Skype room. We have live chat. I mean, there's all kinds of support in this project. Now, to provide assistance, you must have a Bitcoin account ready. So you enter your Bitcoin wallet. It's very, very automated, ladies and gentlemen. It's a flawless working system. And I can tell you, millions of dollars have been exchanged in this platform already. And you decide the amount you want to PA. The minimum amount is $20. That's the smallest plan that we have. But you can do it in $10 increments. So if you want to do $30, you can do that. If you want to do $40, the maximum is $5,000 that you can provide assistance. Now, I'm not even going to cover the Community Reserve Fund because we're making changes to that. You'll need to know about how the Reserve Fund works later on. I'm going to talk a little bit about the plans here. It starts off with a minimizer, which is like just a small one, $20 to $100 range. Then there's a Kickstarter. That one goes maximum $300. Then there's an optimizer, which is maximum $1,000. And then there's a maximizer, which is maximum $5,000. So those are the 4 plans. Pretty simple, and you won't believe how easy this system is once you get inside of it. So the minimizer. All right, let's say you're a skeptic. We all are, right? Most of us. So here you are. You decide, all right, I'm going to try this minimizer for $20. What happens? Well, your increments are $10. Let's say you want to do $30. You can do it. growth is 2% daily, and it's posted every 24 hours, your earnings in your back office, the growth. The plan runs 15 days, and the maximum growth is 30%. So in other words, let's do quick number crunching here. If you did $100 in this plan, and upon maturity, you make 30%, so you have a $130 RA that you can do after 15 days, right? And again, passive, there's no requirement. You don't have to sponsor anyone to get this money. No, nothing like that. So it's pretty amazing. It's a nice little starter plan for people to get comfortable with the project so that they understand it. Then there's some other plans here, the Kickstarter, which has a CRF requirement. But again, I'm not going to go over this in its entirety today. This is a sort of an appetizer for you guys here, just to sort of give you a glimpse into what Wealth Rising is. The Kickstarter goes to $300, so basically it's a 15-day plan as well, and you're earning 30% in this 15-day plan. So you put $300 in there, and you have to make a small CRF contribution, which is something we'll talk about another time. That's the lifeblood of the program. Everybody contributes to this fund that ensures that the community keeps going and stays strong. Then we have our optimizer plan for those that want to do maybe the range of $100 to $1,000. You can do this, 2.2% daily. And again, it's member to member. So when you make a deposit, we don't call them deposits, we call them PAs. When you do a provide assistance in Wealth Rising, see, the money doesn't go to Wealth Rising. It doesn't go to Gerhard and Pete. It goes to another member. It's peer-to-peer. It's a financial global assistance project. It's a very, very unique model that connects the person doing a PA with a person doing an RA. RA, again, is request assistance, like a withdrawal. So it matches them inside, internally. It's all software. And it is absolutely amazing how flawless this system works. And then we've got our maximizer for those that want to play at a little bit larger numbers. We have many, many, many accounts that are maxed out at 5,000. And we've had people plead and beg us to go higher, but we refuse to. We just say, you know what, 5,000, we're comfortable with that. We're going to stay right there. I mean, the bottom line here is you earn 50%. And we don't use words like earn, but I'm just giving this to you guys as an example. Let's use an example. You put a $5,000 RA, or a PA, sorry, provide assistance, $5,000 into Wealth Rising. After 30 days, do you know what your net is? 50%, $2,500. Your RA is $7,500 after 30 days in Wealth Rising. Now, just the bottom line. How lucrative is that? Think about that for a moment. So, I mean, just food for thought. You know, I mean, you have to play within the levels that you're comfortable with. I never say to anyone, no, you know, start where you want. If you want to play $20, play $20. That's fine. Get comfortable, learn the system, and once your PA has matured, you can do what's called an RA in the back office. And if the plan is a Kickstarter, optimizer, or maximizer, then the CRF payment must be made. Now we're automating that process as well. That's why I'm not getting into the CRF. The way the program sits right now, at the end of your term, you must contribute to the CRF, the Community Reserve Fund. That's all being revamped as we speak right now, where it's going to simplify it, and it's all going to come in at the beginning. So when you're making your provide assistance, you're already contributing to the Community Reserve Fund up front, because too many people got caught where they put all their Bitcoin in, and then later on they had to contribute to this Community Reserve Fund, and they had no Bitcoin. They're like, I need $10 a Bitcoin, I need $20 a Bitcoin to make my CRF payment. And you'll understand that CRF when you watch the videos and how it works. Like I said, I'm not going to go into depth with it today. I just want you guys to get a glimpse into how this works. But the system matches you with other members. Now, the part about CrowdRising, what makes it really unique for you to introduce your peers, your network, your people that are stepping up into in CrowdRising as they're stepping up, you can introduce them to Wealth Rising and say, listen, I'm going to offer you this little package here. If you step up to stage 2 today, I'm going to give you 50% of your donation back in Bitcoin, and you're going to sign up under me personally, and you're going to earn a referral commission on that in Wealth Rising, because Wealth Rising has a kind of a unique reverse order structure here that you can earn from the referrals that you bring in, right? So it's a very unique concept here that really rewards the builders. It rewards the people that are introducing others to the project. So in this scenario, you step up to stage 3 in CrowdRising. All right, now you're eligible for $60 donations. Now you reach out to all the people that are on your 3rd tier and you say, guys, listen up. If you guys go to stage 3 here, I'm going to give you 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. You decide. It's yours. You have to decide. You make them an offer. I'm going to allocate 50% of your stage 3 donation to your Wealth Rising account. So you're going to sign up, get a free account set up, and I'm going to ensure that you've got $30 of Bitcoin in your wallet so you can go do your first deposit. That's called PA in Wealth Rising, and they're going to start to earn on that, right? And you are going to receive the referral commission. Later on, they are going to do what's called an RA, request assistance. They can stop right there. They're under no obligation to put that Bitcoin back in. They've earned that. That's theirs. But you know how people work. Once they see this and understand it, and they're like, wow, this is pretty cool, I'm going to put it back in again. I'm going to roll it over. You're going to make a referral commission all over again. Now, can you see what can happen here when your team starts to duplicate and you start seeing your team players do this? You get a 2nd, a 3rd, a 4th level organization going. The referral commissions will ring all day long, ladies and gentlemen, and you now have successfully created yourself an incredible stream of income here for yourself. And then there's leader bonuses. I mean, there's extra 5% bonus for members that manage to personally refer 12 or more people. This is only for leaders, movers and shakers. They must do at least a $100 deposit, a PA. Anyone who does a $100 PA, as long as you get 12 of them, you qualify for this extra leadership bonus. So it's kind of cool. What you can do here, support is phenomenal. I mean, they've got live support. They've got an oversight committee. I mean, there's so many dedicated, committed leaders, movers and shakers in this project. You can live chat with people just about any time of the day. Support tickets are answered in a very timely manner. There's a professional forum. There's various Skype rooms. One's a read-only room. You can ask to be added to these rooms. I mean, any questions that you have, and it may be a bit of a learning curve in the beginning, but you know what? Eventually, all CrowdRising participants are going to hear about this project, you know, so we would rather have it come from you. And what a great way to tie into this team build, this Wealth Rising project, because what have you got to lose? Everybody wants another stream of income anyways, right? And if you can show them something transparent, something fun, something that they can believe in, I mean, it's a win-win situation for you guys, each and every one of you. So we have got some work to do, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to be awesome, and this is why I've been wanting to get this information to you folks so that you can be prepared, because even if you get some of your people signing up from the login ads that will start running on the CrowdRising site, you saw the first one pop up, a link in there. Now, if you know one of your personal referrals in CrowdRising signed up under that link and you want them transferred back to you, not a problem. All you do is you have the person that registered under the CR link say, I wish to be transferred to Terry Martel. I wish to be transferred to my sponsor, James Bobo. I mean, not a problem. We will just take and transfer them from the CR referral link to your personal referral link, and then you've already got some team members in place. So It's not a problem, guys, but we do have a very, very exciting project here, and with phase 3 of this CrowdRising team build wide open now, where you guys have the reins and the freedom to run with this and let your minds really go to work here, because we've got some great entrepreneurs in this room. There's some phenomenal people right here in this webinar room. Never mind those that are listening to this via recording. If you're listening to this via recording and you've got the mindset of you want to help other people and at the same time help yourself, I mean, this is the project for you. This is something very, very interesting, something very real, to have both sides of the fence working for you harmoniously and really, connect with these people and show them something magnificent. Some of them may have never even heard of Bitcoin, or maybe brand new experience for them. It's so simple. Open a Bitcoin wallet. Just go to localbitcoins.com or bitrix.com or bitcoin.com. I mean, there's places to open up wallets wherever you want for free. And you just set up your wallet, get a little Bitcoin in there, make your deposit, learn about Bitcoin. It's simple. And once you're understanding it, you realize it. I mean, Bitcoin is $1,250 US for one Bitcoin as we speak right now. So can you imagine if Bitcoin is going to be worth 2,000 by the end of the year and you're accumulating some of these Bitcoin? I mean, hey, that could be a great nest egg for you. So anyways, I'm rambling here, and I'm going to end it on that note, but I'm really glad we had this chance to connect and to talk, and I'm really looking forward to working with you. And I know Gerhard Rempel, my uncle, down here in the tropics of Belize, looks forward to your arrival over at Wealth Rising. If you haven't already made that move, we'll embrace you with open arms. And just going to remind everybody, the Blitz in Wealth Rising ends tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to do this fast, take action. Go and register, set your Wealth Rising account up, and as long as you've got 200 to 800 is the range in the Blitz. Now, no pressure. This is just for people that want to get moving fast. I want to put this in. It has no CRF contribution. It earns, I shouldn't use the word earn, the growth is 75%. So, to use an example, if you put in a $500 PA, provide assistance, in this project right now, during this Blitz, and you can do the math here real quick and real easy. On 1,000, 75% would be $750 growth. On $500, divide that by 2, so $375. On $500 PA, you'd earn $375. It's on top of the principal now. So 500 returned to 875. You would request assistance for 875 after 30 days. And that goes member to member right into your Bitcoin wallet. So again, a very unique project here indeed. So the URL, I believe Terry did post it here. Let me just scroll up. I thought I saw it there. But I'm just going to, yeah, there it is. It's wealthrising.net /REF capital CR. C as in cat, R as in Roger. That is the referral link if you decide to join. There you go. Terry posted it again. So any questions, anyone at all? And Terry, if there's anything I missed, I'm just going to turn this over to you for some.
Thank you, Pete. And just doing a recap for the people that came in very late. It's official. Phase 2 is now closed. You are responsible for getting your 3 people under you, as well as the rotators are still in effect. And I believe that Tom had a question from Idaho that he wanted to know if we could sign up our 4th and 5th leg now. And I will leave that to Pete to answer, but I believe so. So with that being said, if anybody has any questions, we'll take the questions and answers now and answer you as with best knowledge. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Terry. And absolutely, Tom, fourth and fifth leg are wide open for you because ultimately, if you're going to advertise your referral link, you have no way of limiting people. I mean, the system will limit you at 5, obviously, and if you get more than 5, it'll spill them down to your team members beneath you. So absolutely, fourth and fifth leg are wide open. Anyone relying on the rotator only, we're going to continue that effort. You will not get your fourth and fifth leg filled at this stage yet. It'll still just be the first 3, right? We're going to get you your first 3, really hoping that you go the extra mile and fill your fourth and your fifth on your own efforts, which is fine for you to do. But and to answer that question, yes, indeed, fourth and fifth leg wide open for you guys to go do. And we're going to add some very interesting flavors to this team build yet. So I'm hoping there's no one in the house here that's discouraged at all over anything that was shared here tonight because, as I mentioned earlier, the best is yet to come. We're going to have our very own CrowdRising Blitz coming up very soon. I talked very briefly to Terry about it. I don't want to give any details here today, but I want to keep you guys engaged. I want to keep you guys excited and connected to some things that we're going to do and some very interesting things that we learned while doing this Wealth Rising Blitz, and we're going to create a little marathon, a little blitz for CrowdRising. I mean, let's face it, we are, what are we right now? 100 and some people away from officially hitting the 300,000. We've been sort of stuck at that 290, 295,000 range for a long time, and it's, well, I shouldn't say a long time, it's been a while, but I believe that we're going to break that 300,000 barrier here, and I want to know how many of you are going to be a part of this, because looking at the live stats right now, 299,857 CrowdRising participants. We're 143 participants away from the 300,000 member. What if we could organize a little marathon, a little march here and do this over the course of the next 24 hours, 48 hours? What do you guys think? Who's with me? Anyone? But great things are going to come, folks. Trust me. We've got some great things and great ideas. And we're going to look for your feedback, as we always do, and listen to what you have to say. And we're going to share that with everyone else. Whatever's successful, we want to share